Today I'm going to be showing you how to send your items that you've sold through Depop or Bump, Go, Vinted, any places like that with just a black bag. It's quite easy. What you've got to do, you're going to need 5 different bits of equipment to do this. Obviously your black bag, a pair of scissors, a pen, sellotape and paper like this. I normally use these cards, they're quite good because they're lined, quite easy to write out people's addresses on. So now I'll show you how to actually cut the bag and use it to send your parcel. Quickly though, before I show you how to do it, this is what I'm sending today. A Supreme Playboy replica top. I sold it on Depop yesterday night for £30. Quite good really. I think I did make a loss on it, but I've had this for about 4 months, and when I bought it I didn't know it was a replica, so to still get £30 for it, I think I did quite well. So now getting into how to actually cut up the bag for how you're going to need to send it. Get your scissors and just cut off the little top bit. Try not to cut too much off this end. You kind of want as much excess as you can each side, just so you're allowing as much room, because it's better to have more than less. You need to cut off though a sizable bit off this end, because you're going to need to put your hand all the way through, and then say you've got some of the bottom still left on, you're not going to be able to do that. Just get your top now and start folding it up. Try and fold it as small as you can, because say you don't fold it very well and you fold it quite big and bulky, this could increase your shipping costs for no reason, when all you had to do is just fold it better and you could have saved yourself some money. As I'm just doing now, just opening up the bag, putting my hand all the way through as I was saying, and I'm going to lay it out flat down on my bed. It's easier to lay it out flat. You could probably do it all standing and all holding it, but there's just no point. Just put the top inside of the bag and start rolling it over. Try and get it as tight as possible, because you don't want it all bagged up, because it will mean that it could get pierced doing transport or just damaged. You just want it as tight as possible. Try and pull back the actual t-shirt and hold the top. I think this gets it as tight as it physically can get. It's best to do it, it's just so worth getting it tighter. As you can see, I'm just trying to get it as tight as possible so I can stick it together. This is the first stick you're going to need to do. This just kind of holds it all in place so you can do your other bits on each end. Pretty much it's just like wrapping a present or wrapping something like that. You've just got to get either end, as I'm about to do now, fold it in on itself, fold it in again and just fold it up, trying to get it once again as tight as possible. It's not that bad, because say you don't get it as tight, you can just push the t-shirt in, but say you don't do it as tight on the other side, you're obviously not going to be able to do that, because both sides are going to be sealed. Just get your tape and just tape up all your loose edges, tape up any holes in the bag. It's best to try and push out all the air as well before you tape up all the holes, as I've just done there. But just tape up everything, because you don't want water getting inside it, or you don't want it falling apart in transport, because you don't want it getting to the client all damaged. As you can see, I'm just getting them cards that I was talking about, cutting off them little things at the end that was holding it to the book, just writing out the address from Depop. Try and write it as bold as possible and as clear, easy to read. Try not to connect your letters, because I think connecting your letters can make your writing a lot harder to read. You just want it as bold and as easy to read as possible, because there will be no complications with the post office if you do this. Also, I like to make sure with the seller that the address they've put on their account is their still current address, or is just the correct address in general, because you don't want to ship it to them, find out you've sent it to the wrong address, because you're going to struggle hard to try and get that back. Now, as you can see, I'm just sticking on that label that I've just written out, trying to stick it all very neatly and very nicely, getting all the way across, covering it all over so that paper won't get damaged on the way there. So I've just finished. As you can see, it was quite self-explanatory, and now I've got myself a parcel. I do this because I don't have any of the plastic proper bags. They are probably the same amount as buying a lot of bin bags, but bin bags are more accessible, they're easier to get, you don't have to order them, you can just walk to the shop and get them. And as well, these are never really going to run out, because you're always going to probably have these around your house. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to be doing more Depop videos soon. That vintage video that I said about in last video, that's going to be coming soon. I've got a custom video coming soon. I've just ordered loads of paints for it, so that video should be quite eventful, doing loads of different things. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe and comment down below the videos you'd like to see in the future.